Welcome to the Tony Gomez Show. We are live tonight with my band, my bros in Anialator. What's happening? I see we got Daniel and we got Daniel Garcia and we got JD De La Rosa in the house. How you doing tonight, gentlemen?
Ready for Satan in hell.
Sorry about that, dude. What's up, Squares?
What
What's
up,
up,
guys?
fucking Squares?
What
We're here
up,
to
dudes?
fucking ruckus time.
Hell
I'm just
yeah.
kidding. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
Hell yeah, man. Great to have you guys on the show finally. You guys have got such a big history already musically, even before we even get started with the Anialator stuff, man. That's really cool. Then I want to touch on some of that tonight. But also I want to bring to light our other guitar player, Fernando Salinas, otherwise known as Fernie. He's not with us tonight. He's with family. And we're hoping that we get Alex Dominguez, our bass player and founding member of Anialator, here in the house too. So hopefully he'll tune in and join us anytime before the show's up. But in the meantime, we're going to have some good Anialator talks going on. And looks like we got a few people joining in already. We got our friends from Psyop Skateboards. Hell yeah.
Hey,
And let me grab my deck real quick.
The Blade.
Some love right there.
While you're doing that,
bring this
while
up
you're doing
anyway.
that,
But look at this fucking deck right there from Psyop. Oh, shit.
let
I know
me
I'm
comment.
getting because I want to keep it in the wrapper.
Let me comment on that real quick. Let me comment on this.
Look at that beauty.
Hey.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Psyop Skates. This is the shit. You need to go to Psyop Skates on their Facebook page or psyopskates.com and grab yourself one of these decks. Hell yes.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. Tony,
What?
can you hear me?
Yes?
Can you hear me? All right, listen. Let me comment on that. Pull that fucker up again.
Yeah.
So you see those fucking those deals right by your face, those little serrades?
Oh, the bullet marks, right?
Those little serrated little edges right there. You see that? I've never seen. I don't know if you've seen that, Dan.
No, I haven't
I've
seen
never
that
seen that
before.
before.
It's cool.
I could imagine you could rip up some shins with that thing. You know,
Right?
if you're doing a skateboard race, you know, like in Ben Hur, those are like them spokes, the spokes that like cut up the other guy next to you, so you can get close and you can grind on the dude and cut his arms off and his legs, his ankles, ankle cut. I'm just saying that's the most brutal skateboard I've ever seen. You might there's a disclaimer.
Bro, exactly.
You're gonna shed blood with
out
that
of this
one.
fucking world, dude. The bullet design, hell
It's pretty rude.
Even the blood
cool.
splatter on the other side. Psyop Skates,
Very awesome.
You guys kick ass. You got some great decks coming out. This is only one of a whole line of new decks that they've got coming out. Go to their website. You will check them out, and you won't be disappointed. Pick them up. They are gonna fucking kick ass, and grab an Anialator board if you would. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hey, I think Alex is in the backstage. Is he there? He's asking if we
I
can
see him. Let me say,
hell
get
yeah.
him in here. 1, 2, 3.
Nice. There we go.
Big Al.
All right.
Let me see. Oh shit. Okay. Let me go ahead and back out a little bit of this real quick, and maybe just change my view here.
Yeah.
So we can get everybody in the mix. I'm gonna have to back out.
Right.
I went through so much trouble getting the Tony Gomez show thing put up here too.
I'll make you another one, dude. Not gonna
Thank you to my bros, Daniel Garcia Productions, for making it happen, man. I tell you, he come through for me in the nick of time, and even downloaded another subscription to StreamYard to try and get the logo up there for me. So much love, Daniel Garcia Productions. Alex, welcome to the show. How you doing?
What up, man? Oh,
Yeah, can you hear us?
Go to the settings and go to audio. It says settings.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, put the glasses on first.
Yes, sir.
Go to the little. It's a little gear. It says settings. Click on that thing, and then it'll say audio, and it just the one that's your computer or whatever you're using. And whatever option it is, click that thing. And do you have a microphone on your computer? What are you using?
We're going to set this up real quick, guys.
Yeah.
Y'all don't go anywhere. Save your questions and get ready to join us in the chat room.
Yeah, throw them fucking questions up there. We'll get to them. Hey, you know, Justin's in the house. ¿Qué onda, Fernie?
Yes, Justin, Fernie.
Hello.
Hell yeah.
What's up, Aaron, the boss man?
what up? All right.
There you go. Look, you know,
There we go.
the Annihilatorette in the house.
What's up?
If you don't have a
Como,
microphone
Texas?
on that thing, then you need to use like some Bluetooth headphones, or or just use your phone, and that way, if you're If your desktop doesn't have a microphone on it or whatnot, yeah, you're just gonna have to out and then back in on your phone. Use the same link. There we go. He'll come back.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Hey, I got to give a shout out to that badass banner he's got behind him. I want one of those Annihilator banners.
Yeah, right.
Hell yeah. As you can tell, I got some banners in the background over here.
Killamora, I remember that.
Yeah, my former band. That's the advantage of paying for the banner. You get to keep it after the band breaks up.
Oh.
It's all good, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, so we got Fernie in the chat room. Yes, we got our friend Justin. We got Psyop Skates. We got Comos, Texas, saying what's up, JD and Dan. Thanks a lot for tuning into the show tonight. We're going to have a great time, man. Cheers to you guys. I always start off the show with the fireball. So, cheers. Fireball, please, I'm looking for an endorsement. Cheers.
All right. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Oh, man. You know what? Guys, just to get things started, we just had a kick-ass rehearsal on Saturday. Everything went fucking good. I'm feeling really pumped up for the show on Friday coming up. And I really liked the video that you put together, JD. That was really cool of us playing Hear the Death Call. Fuck yeah, dude. You can see that on the Annihilator YouTube channel. So check that out. Let me let Alex back in.
Yay.
Here we go.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Oh,
I can hear you
loud.
loud.
You're
Can you hear me now?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I tell you, turn your phone sideways so we can get a little. Oh, there we go. Cool.
I don't know if they work that way.
I don't know, man. How do I get the hey, Mr. Technology, how do I get the pictures like this big on my phone?
Get a bigger phone and stop yelling.
Hold on, put the mic down. Sort of.
No.
We'll go with it straight.
Tony can adjust it on his end. Tony can adjust it on his end.
Side.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in there. All I see is like everybody's this big.
Nah, really?
On my screen now.
Yeah, it's his phone, you know.
Yeah.
All right, it's all good. But the main thing is you can hear us now, and I can hear you pretty good. And I see you loud and clear, Alex. You're looking good.
Let me put my glasses on.
Behind you. Do you have any banners like that for sale?
No, they're just the props on the stage that we have on each side that we put on the amps that we have stands from. Yeah.
Killer.
But that's something that we may end up doing here once the new artwork's done.
Okay.
I mean, well, once the album drops, not the artwork. Artwork is already done, but once the album drops, we'll probably do, little wall banners.
Yes, I love that shit. I love it for my room, and I know a lot of heads like to collect those for their man caves and shit. So it's definitely cool to have those available. Everybody in the chat room saying, "Hey, turn your phone sideways, auto rotate."
I don't know. I don't know if it works that way.
But let's get the show on the road, man. Yeah. I tell you what, we had a kick-ass rehearsal on Saturday. The guys came up from the valley, and Alex came down from Houston. We met up here in Corpus, here in the Body of Christ, over at TFC Rehearsal Studios. And shout out to the Guerreros for keeping TFC Studios alive and kicking for over a decade. I think it's already going on 2 decades. Life goes by too fast nowadays. But that video that you put together, JD, I think it can also be found on the Negative Audio channel on
Negative Audio Radio or Negative Audio. That's where it's at, and I think it's on the like Instagram has a link on the band page, and the Facebook band page has a link to it. I would have put it on the Annihilator. I'd probably still do that, but I mean, I kind of wanted to get it up there, and we don't have much time until the show, so I just, I got it up there on the day I got back, and it gets a little sneak peek as to for those who are look, here's the thing, man. In metal scene, you got a lot of people who you have a band's band, and then you have like music for listeners, right? Musicians are listeners as well as other just normal listeners, right? So this scene interacts in different levels. You got other musicians who can relate, like they see a practice room and they're like, oh yeah, that reminds me of my room, or like this room is where we practice a lot. This is a tiny ass room. So to see the badass studios at TCI, is it called, or TIC? What's it called? TFC? Yeah. That place is awesome. And if anybody's going to play a show in South Texas and you have the time, book a room there, man. You're looking at what's like $15-20 an hour for the badass rooms. $13 with a PA in there and everything. You just show up, dude. It's fucking fantastic place, man. And I wish we had a place like that down here. And then people, other people who are not musicians will see that and be like, oh, cool, behind the scenes, right? So in multiple levels, it's cool to see that shit,
Definitely. And I was really, I was kind of going a little light, I got to admit. So guys, if you're hearing my vocals on there, I go heavier when we go live. Trust me. I had rehearsal with War Cult the night before, and then I had a show with War Cult like 4 hours after our 3-hour rehersul. So
dude, you were singing all day long
throughout the evening. But it's hard to do when you guys are fucking tearing it up, man. I didn't tone back too much, but believe me, when you come see us live, it's going to be hard as a fucking rock. So let me tell you, this Friday, we got a big show coming up, our second show of the year, the New York Death Metal International Annual Fest. It's going to be going down over at the Paper Tiger in San Antonio. And let me give you a quick rundown of the bands that are playing over there, so you guys know that are watching the show. I want to convince you, if you haven't made your plans yet, to go make the trip up there to San Antonio, join us at the Paper Tiger, and enjoy a night full of fucking badass fucking heavy metal. So starting the night off on Friday, day one is Noctambulism. Next band is Serpedian. Next is Unnecessary Surgery. They also have Suspended. They also Morbicida. Oh, let me make sure I get that right. Morbicida. I got it right. And Pius Levis, The Mighty Imprecation. We're coming on right.
You mean Morbosidad? Morbosidad.
Yeah, Annihilator, then Dismember. That finishes off Friday night. Day two on Saturday, they have got things started out by Mean Mistreater. They've got Sacrificial Possession, CGM, Infestion of Evil, Psychiatric Regurgitation. I like that name. Wicked Angel, Militia, Anti-Sapien, Whiplash fucking returns, Perpetual Warfare, Monstrosity is in the fucking house, and Hassarat and the fucking Nasty Ronnie and Nasty Savage also. And then we've got JD's band killing it right there to close out the night. Hexelia.
My wife's band, Hexea. My wife's band. Yeah. Noelia's band.
Hexea is going to close out the night on Saturday.
Close out the whole show.
Weekend. Make your plans to be there Saturday. We're looking forward to it. We're ready to put on a fucking kick-ass set. If you saw us at the Destroying Texas Fest in Houston, thank you so much for going out there and supporting all the great bands there that were there that night. Guys, you want to shout out to any favorite bands that performed that night?
Alex, you go first, because I'm actually gonna do us a little favor here. I'm gonna post the lineup on here, so hopefully it's not too small, or maybe you can put me on full screen, and we can take a look at that.
Okay.
But that right there, if you want to put me on solo,
let me see if I can do the little layout. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom.
There it is.
Did that help?
No, that's the other way. That's you solo.
How about that?
Almost there.
Oh shit. Okay.
Put our screen on solo. Oh, that's
that one right there.
Yeah, you should be able to full screen on the bottom on this camera angle. You should be able to full screen it.
Let's see. Edit, remove from slate. So there you go.
There you go.
There you go, guys.
There, now everybody can see the layout. Those are the times and the bands.
And everything.
Excellent, JD. Big help. Man, that's a big festival going on. And you guys, the tickets are very cheap. You got to pick them up as soon as you can. And go to our website on Annialator, and you can get your connection to get your tickets right there. But hell yeah, that looks cool.
So you can see everybody. It's 2 stages, stage A and stage B. So it's going to be back and forth and back and forth. It's going to be a little bit of an aerobics class for everybody out there. You get your steps in.
But the best thing about that, it's nonstop metal. You never take a break. You just go from one room hall to the next, and the fucking action never stops. Hell yeah.
So I want to throw out a little shout out for the very first band of the entire show. Noctambulism is from Mexico. They're an old school band from the late 80s, I believe. And they had an early demo, which was probably their heaviest stuff. And okay, cool. I'll bring it back. It was their heaviest stuff. And then they had like some other, how do I say this? Like a little more metal, a little less death metal later on. But I have a feeling they're gonna come up and they're just gonna showcase the earliest shit, so that way they can the earliest stuff they did really hangs with the rest of the set. I'm really stoked. So don't miss not even the first band. That I can't believe that they're back from the grave, shall I say, and they're gonna be at that fest. It's already starting off with like a whole shit moment. So kick ass, yeah, totally.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I got the band that I remember very distinctly. Cardiac Arrest, am I right? They came out after us.
Well, you're talking about Houston right now, right?
Yeah, Houston.
Yeah. Cardiac Arrest. Our buddy Necro Joe from I'm wearing a shirt, Necro Blade. They kicked ass. Also, what's it? Enriquez Chavez band? What's his? It's Lurking what?
Terror.
Yeah, Lurking Terror.
Lurking Terror, yes.
Their album's just coming out. Their very first release is, I think, just out or is about to be released any week now.
Yeah, three ex-members of Sadistic Intent.
Ooh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they played on that Impending Doom album, was it?
Yeah, the demo, I think he sang on the demo.
Yeah.
The first demo and maybe Impending Doom, I'm not sure.
You know, that was a great club. That was the first time I was at Bumfuck Egypt Rock Bar in Houston. But much props to that bar. That's a fucking badass rock bar. Stage, drum riser, sound, kick-ass place. I can't wait till we get back over there. Houston, bring us back.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we'll end up coming back once. Like I said, once the album finally is at the record company, everything is there. I should be finding out something like I want to say maybe by the end of the month he'll probably tell us when he's gonna want to release it. You know, when they're gonna want to release it. It's either gonna be I can't see it. Maybe it just depends on how many releases he has before us because. He's been waiting on this for like fucking what 3-4 years.
at least 2 years. At least 2 years.
Okay,
We're going on 3, let's say. At least 3.
Yeah, like 3 years. So we can't just cut line on the albums he has that he's going to release. So it's going to be up to him if it's going to be early next year or at the end of the year. Well, I'll find out here within a couple of weeks.
Cool. That sounds good. That was going to be one of my questions if he had heard anything as far as release date yet for it. I get it. But I tell you, it's worth the wait, you guys.
It blew him away, though.
You're gonna like this shit. I guarantee you're gonna fucking like it.
He had nothing but praise to say when I sent him. I mean, all the music when he heard it. I copied and texted you guys. I screenshot what he said.
Yeah, so I was really excited that he really was fucking digging it and fucking liked the riffs, the vocals, like the whole package.
The whole package, yeah.
Yeah.
With Extreme Records. By the way, if y'all don't catch on from Spain, we're gonna get with Extreme Records.
Yeah.
Right? Extreme Music or Extreme Music Records.
Extreme Music.
Yeah.
Extreme Music.
Run by Dave Rotten, el pinche legendary old school death metal vocalist extraordinaire. Volts también.
Volts, Holy Side.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a veteran of the scene, man. I mean, he knows his shit. So, and also he's been a fan of Annihilator since the Warrag days. So that's how one of the ways we got this record deal was he was a fan. So
that kicks ass. That just the name and the reputation speaks for itself, and I'm glad that it's always been hard and heavy throughout the years, and that's why he's been patient because I think that he knew that whenever that music does come out, it's going to be crushing. So I'm glad that we made it happen like that. So let's get started with how this lineup right here that you guys are seeing came together. I know I've been in the band back since October of last year, 2023, and JD or Alex, when did you guys recruit Daniel and Fernie to get in the band?
Who are you asking me?
Either you or JD.
Oh, I mean, of course, I was looking to change the lineup from the last lineup I had, just because I thought it was time to freshen things up a bit, And I've known JD for a long time. I mean, JD helped us in Mexico City, and then when we went there, he jumped on guitar and helped us out there. And then he did some drumming for us when we had some shows scattered out through Texas. So, I mean, he was like he's phenomenal on everything he touches. Guitar, drums, bass, or whatever. Just about. He's an all around musician. So asking him, and I guess I asked him at a right time because he had some time to do it, and he's been a fan of the band, so that helped out too, bringing him in. It was kind of a smart decision. We try to look for some people like in Houston in the beginning that were down to do it, but timing was wrong because their bands were always in Europe touring. They had no time, I mean, and once I've told people who joined this band, like the core that we have now, everybody's in 2 or 3 different bands, or whatever it may be. I'm always saying, make sure your bands come first before Annihilator. Annihilator will always be there, but your bands need to come first. So that's how we could get anybody from Houston. So it was a smart decision to get people from where JD was at. JD bought the rest of the crew in because they're from his area, which is awesome because they get to practice a lot more than say me and you do with them, Tony. You know what I mean? We practice through a tape or on our own, and they get to practice like maybe every two weeks, twice a week, or even once a month as a group. As the core of the band is awesome because it keeps everything tight. So JD, you can tell them how you brought Dan in, and Fernie, how that happened.
Cool. Yeah, there's this app called Grinder, and I found this guy named his name's Blast Dan.
Blast it.
Yeah, Dan. Anyways, Dan, how long have we known each other, Dan? 20-something years?
Yeah, about 20 years.
At least 20, yeah. 24, 25.
25 years, yes. All right.
Yeah, Dan's in the Rio Grande Valley. He's known as one of the fucking most chingon drummers down here. His fucking nickname is Blast Dan for a reason.
Yes.
He's a fucking Blast Perversion, right? That's your first.
Blast Perversion is my first band, correct? Yes.
And Dan, like here's the thing. It's not just finding a good musician. You got to find someone you're friends with. You know what I mean? Someone you can get along with. Someone you can trust.
Someone you can chill with that's not all fucking, a drunk or a fucking drug addict or whatever the case may be. You gotta always, you gotta click together, have fun, laugh, and people you get along with. So JD is like the mellowest dude I've ever met, man. I mean, great guy, and I got nothing but good things to say about him. Dan is a carbon copy of JD, just real mellow, kick back, just good guys. And Fernie, we finally got to meet Fernie because Fernie was like
at the show.
He was like Sasquatch. We heard about Fernie, but we didn't know those Fernie existed until he was like Sasquatch. So
sightings. Yeah.
Sightings. That's right. Sightings.
I love it, man. Exactly.
But JD used to play with Fernie, didn't you, JD?
Yeah, Fernie and I come from Severance. We used to play in Severance for I joined Severance from McAllen, Texas in 2004, and Fernie joined the band around 2011. So Fernie and I have been fucking sharing the stage for, I guess it was 18 years that we were in the band together. Oh, wow. I was in the band for 18 years. He joined. So that's right. Yeah. So 12 years he and I were together, and we both exited the band at the same time. So it's cool that we both left the band and then we both started again with you guys. And so we have a chemistry that goes a long ways, to the point where like you look at each other, or I'll do a thing and he just knows what I like to do, so he'll do like the harmony or the other thing, and we don't even need to talk much. We just like we gel,
It's a Dave Murray and
Adrian Smith,
or the Vivian Campbell and the other dude.
No, don't bring that guy up. Fuck that dude. Kerry King like and Jeff Hammyman.
Yeah.
And Dan over here is Blast Lombardo.
Lombardo.
I love that one. Yes.
Yeah. And Dan and I also play in Hexea. He's my live gun for Hexea because I drum for Hexea on the albums. So he's been fucking helping me out. Real quick, right now that we're sucking off Dan. Dan, can you tell? Yeah, woo! Can you tell us all the bands you play in?
Yes, let's go ahead and just while we're there.
First band, Blast Perversion. Second band will be Cryptic Mutation. A current band. The other band that I'm in is King and Yellow. Cryptic Mutation, King and Yellow, Blast Perversion, Annihilator, and Hexea. I'm a full-time drummer and
super whore.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna throw a trivia fact out there. Dan's band, Cryptic Mutation, got to play the festival in Mexico City where Pantera did their first show. So they were part of that whole lineup. Who else played on that, Dan?
You had Behemoth on there. You had Marduk on there. You had Cryptic Slaughter. You had, of course, like Slipknot. You had bands like Kitty, of course. You had everything on there.
He played in front of a big crowd.
Yeah. Chingos of people.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a great experience. It's awesome, man, being out there. Can't wait to go back.
At a rehearsal Saturday, I think it was Fernie. He goes, "Have you heard Cryptic Mutation?" I said, "No," and I felt guilty that I hadn't listened to it yet.
You should feel guilty, damn it.
I have. I fucking listened to it now, and I feel ashamed that I hadn't, explored that venue right there, dude. You guys are fucking sick. I love it.
Man. I appreciate that.
Badass vocalist. What's your vocalist name?
Christopher De Leon.
Chris De Leon. All right, man.
Yeah.
Heavy duty, man. Great mix of everything.
Appreciate that.
Sounds tight.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate
You're
that.
right, man. And shout out to Blast Perversion. Shout out to everybody in Hexelia. Yeah. You guys got a great scene going on down there, and you guys are grinders, man. You guys make it happen.
Hell yeah, dude.
Shit, I'm telling you. That's why I'm glad I'm a part of the project. So knowing that, let's take it back to a minute. I ended up being chosen for the vocalist part. I started writing lyrics, and we finally got together. We made plans for JD to come up to my place. You came up to Corpus, came into my studio here, and took everything apart so that way you could record the vocals here out of my place. And we got the first few songs that are on the album knocked out here.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 songs, right? We did like 2 or 3 in one chingazo.
We got
like three.
Yeah, we got 3 knocked out. I think it was Iron Grinder and
Memories of Terror, I think, was one of those.
Yeah, Memories of Terror and Before the Death Call. I think that was those 3. And
the Death Call,
but Tony, you know why we chose you though, right? I mean, to be honest, you know why we ended up choosing you?
Why?
Because we needed another bald guy in the band.
Yeah, we gotta balance that shit.
We got to balance out that shit. We needed 2 bald guys and 2 guys with hair. And Fernie's just the in-between. Fernie's the in-between.
Well,
he goes both ways. Long, short, depends.
We'll do it. We'll be the 2 baldies.
We had to balance it.
I know, but also to remind people who don't know, I thought one of the cool ideas to get Tony in the game for this new album is because Tony is part of the alumni of Annialator. He was in Annialator in the past. I don't know how many shows you did. Maybe you can tell me, fill in the blanks in my head. There you go. Like how you got involved or when did you first get involved with? Because it was like a return of a band member, a return of a familiar face, and a good one too. Albeit right.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, back in when I did my run with Annialator, it was kind of I was in the right place at the right time because I was jamming with Alex and Dillo and OJ, and I think we had Tyler on guitar as well, and Black Lung Conspiracy. So we were rocking that project right there. Annialator had some things that were starting to come into shape and needed a vocalist, and I was at the right place, the right time. I think my record spoke for itself. Alex knew the kind of guy I was, and I was willing to grind and go out there and kick ass with the band. I love the music, and I wanted to be a part of it. So him asking me wanting to do it, we just met right in the middle. I was glad that I got invited, and we must have done at least maybe 3 shows, and we made it down to the Valley, jammed with Entombed AD.
And we played with you. We both played with you.
We both did. Yeah.
Our bands opened up for you guys, so it's like we've all kind of been playing with each other for years, dude.
Yeah, we've done a
Blast
few shows.
Perversion, right?
Yeah. Blast.
Yeah. I knew you guys were hanging out in the back because they had that green room back over there, and that was cool. Yep. We were taking care of business back there, and but it's been a great time. I've always had so much respect for Alex since the first time I saw him, and which is probably at one of the shows here. It could have been Metallica, or it could. You know what? I bet you the first time I saw Alex was him opening up for Anthrax in his band Devastation. And no. Let me back that up because actually, my first band, Aggravated Assault, I was playing drums, and I was just talking about this at the rehearsal.
Oh, you were a drummer too? Hell
Yeah.
Yeah, I started out on drums, dude. It's just that all the bands I wanted to be in already had drummers that were a lot better than me, so I needed to find another avenue to get into the band I wanted to be in. But Alex and the guys from Annihilator were the first guys that gave my band, Aggravated Assault, a punk rock band, an opportunity to play. So that was fucking huge. So, I mean, Annihilator's been a great kind of that band that's been here since the very beginning of Corpus, that's helped pave the way for other metal bands around here, and has always stood strong and put out fucking great heavy music. So to be a part of that, eventually being asked when I did, several years back, was awesome as fuck. That was badass. So I did my time with them, and it was great. And, me, like the rest of you guys, I like to do a lot of things. So at that time, I had 6 bands. I had Back
About a band horse,
yeah, man.
I had Fistful of Metal. I had Screwface. I had Killamora. And then I also had Rockenstein, which was my 90s cover band. And, man, it was too much to juggle, dude. It was too much. So I'm glad that I eventually ended up having to drop Black Lung and Annihilator. And
hey, did you see what Fernie said?
Huh?
You see what Fernie said?
What?
Look at Fernie's comment.
Oh, let's see. My blind ass.
Where are the comments? I don't see the comments.
Now you're on your phone. You got to switch over a screen to see the comments.
Oh, attached to the you and Joe and Dan are attached to the hip. He's a substitute for Cryptic.
No, the last one.
I like that.
The last one.
Oh yeah, he used to jam with Killamora when he was back in Subdue way back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh,
so you see, we've all played with
it.
Killamora. Yes. Severance did, Blast Perversion did, his band some dude, sorry, I always say some dude, Subdue,
that's right.
Subdue did, we've all played with you, man. Some dude.
Yeah, Killamore we stayed busy for a good 10 years, and when we had Alex, me and Alex started the band with Spidey and Corey and Possum, Steve Garcia out of here, and everything, we made some lineup changes, but man, we busted ass. We fucking had some great shows, and it was awesome because it just kind of kept us on the right track to where we're at now. So everything happens for a reason, and I'm just glad that it has happened, and that the 5 of us have finally found some way to actually come together and create this fucking kick-ass Death is Calling album that we're able to come out and share, coming out this Friday. And let me get back to our timeline a little bit. When JD came over here, I had a shitload of lyrics, right, JD?
And dude, let me say something on that note. Okay. It is hard to find a singer. It is hard to find a singer that has a good voice. B, and it is hard. The hardest of them all is to find a singer that is like creative. Dude, you're one of the few times, maybe 1 or 2 times ever, that I've dealt with a singer where I'm like, whoa. Where I actually have to say, okay, you have too many lyrics. Who the fuck has that problem? Who has that problem? Where your singer has too many lyrics. Like, come on, dude. Like, that's the shit, dude. This guy pulled out a book. We were sitting in his backyard. This guy pulls out a book of pages of all, and I got this, and I got that, and what do you think of this? Dude, it was great, dude. It was so easy to work with.
Exactly, man. I love the collaboration. JD was so easy to work with, and I might even mention to either Alex or JD previously that I really don't want to be singing somebody else's lyrics. I'm not that crazy about it. I like to do my own thing. Give me a chance to write my stuff. But as we finally had a chance to get to the nitty gritty, to get to the grind, for our minds to finally meet together in the same room, we really had the same vision. And I was just creating the best fucking lyrics for this album that matched up with the music that was ready to rock. So, I couldn't help but just be basically at taking all of JD's advice, because he just had such a great vision for all the songs and the choices that he made lyrically. I pretty much had the same idea, but I kind of overdid it, and that's why I had so many lyrics. So he would just have to pick and choose. Hey, I like that one. That's good. That's good. We
Yeah,
maybe we'll save that for our next song.
Y'all kind of shaved it down from your fucking novel to a comic book. It was like,
yeah, pretty much.
From Lord of the Rings to fucking, I don't know,
Young and the Restless,
or whatever the fuck it may be. But.
Right. And so the creative process right there was really very cool and very comfortable for me. I've been doing this for a long time. JD's been doing this for a long time, and his expertise, him being a veteran, his studio work, and his way of already, knowing people and how to work with people just made it the best fucking collaboration I've ever had the opportunity to be a part of. So that was kicking ass. So I really felt very blessed that he made the trip up here. I was like, okay, next time I'm going down to the Valley. We're going to record at your place, and we're going to get her done. And we went down there and we took care of business. We wrapped up the second half of songs, and we fine-tuned some of the lyrics together that were needed to be tweaked from the first session. And there you go. We had everything finished.
And also, you on the collaboration part, you've helped me to refine the post-production process, the mixing. I remember we were talking about certain effects that we're using, and for when the album comes out, you all get to hear all like the fucking wild sounds that we incorporated into the vocal performances. And I mean, you see again like how we have a very similar mentality. I would throw in this crazy like chaotic explosion of vocals or reverbs or effects or doubling or tripling or quadrupling, and use this voice, use that voice, and he's like, let's go. Yeah, okay, boom, boom, boom. High voice, mid voice, low voice, a scream, a growl. He's got all the tools. Some singers are very like, I got one trick, and it can be cool as shit, right? But that's all they got, and you're really easy to work with. So in the production and the post-production too, of like getting the volumes and the balancing just right, I think it all came together really well. So as far as on that collaboration part, yeah, man, it's really easy to work with you too, and that's what experience gives. You got to fuck up 100,000 times with all your bands and over the years, and then eventually you get it right.
Yeah, very well said.
Another thing is that you came in short notice. We had to get this album done, and I approached you. I said, dude, you're going to have to write lyrics, a lot of lyrics, in the short amount of time, because we have to get this done by a certain time. So the pressure was on you. You could easily say, well, I don't think I can, but you're like, okay, I like that. You like a challenge. You know what I mean? That's the type of person you are. It's like, I could tell you, like, I would text you in the middle of the night, like, hey, are you working on them or not? Because I'm working on them. I would just kind of be poking the bear a little bit. Yes. I'm good at stirring the pot, but I'd like poke the bear a little bit. So
I'm glad, because I need that little kick in the ass sometimes, because you know how it is working and then grinding.
Oh, yeah. Always real life. Real life takes precedence to any of this that we're doing now. You know what I mean? I mean, real life is what. Puts a roof over your head, food on the table. This shit don't. This band stuff. I mean, it's mainly just to have a good time and do what we do. Have fun with it.
Yes.
And we're not making millions, and we're not touring the world, or we're not doing any of that. It's just just putting out, doing our thing.
We will, right? Calm down. The millions are coming, bro.
I'm
already picking out the Lamborghini color, dude. I was looking online yesterday, dude.
You're not supposed to be saying anything yet.
Somebody sent me a link saying, send Fernie a link. Fernie, if you're on here, go to the Anialator group messenger. Or you know what? Can you send it to him? Because if
he's not on
the
there.
Group message,
He doesn't have Messenger.
He
doesn't have Messenger.
He has a flip phone. It won't work. He has a flip phone.
Well, we're going to try to send him a link through.
See if you can send him one. Yeah. That we can get him in here.
I'll serve him.
Yeah, he has a Motorola flip phone. It won't work.
Old school. Well,
with the antenna and the potato on top of the antenna.
Bernie's got something. He said he tapped in the comments. He said Alex would always get pissed off at the crowd. He'd say, "This isn't a fucking quinceañera. Get over here to the front."
Oh, when I was a Killamora, that's what I said. Everybody would be standing there, checking us out, and I would say, get the mic and tell them, "Hey, this ain't no quinceañera. Get the fuck up here. Let's see some fucking violence or some shit, man."
That's right. Yeah. Fuck yeah. And
that was my speech.
Come up, they'd be like, all right. And before you know it, we ended up getting the pit going and all that good shit.
Yeah, got to wake them up. Got to wake them up.
Yeah, exactly. Got to stir the pot sometimes. Yes.
Right. Got to poke the bear.
Well, since then, and we got all the recording, the vocals done, got the mix done, then we got the mastering done. Who did the mastering for us, Alex? Tell us about him.
Arthur Risk. Arthur Risk. He's done stuff with, if you Google his name, he's done stuff with Cavalera Conspiracy. He's recorded Power Trip. He's done numerous bands, man. Those just up at the top of my head. That he plays in Eternal Champion. He's in a band called Eternal Champion, and
hell yeah! Shout out Eternal Champion.
My wife happens to know the singer for Eternal Champion, and and we asked him if we could get a hold of Arthur to see if he would be able to master our thing, master our recording, and he was down with it. So that's how that's how we got a hold of Arthur.
Yeah, man, he did great work, and I like the way he worked with us. After he let us listen to it, we gave some feedback. We were able to do some changes and made things just to our liking, but with only his expertise to get to that point. So it was really, I'm really happy with what we ended up getting from Arthur, and much props to Art. Thanks for mastering that for us, man. That was awesome. And then, so we got that knocked out, and now we finished our show. Our first show, we together with this lineup at the Destroying Texas Fest, got that behind us with July 13th last month. And here we go. New York Death Metal International Annual Fest this Friday.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be a hell of a banger. I can't fucking wait. It's going to kick ass. I'm looking forward to definitely seeing Imprecation. I didn't miss. I had to miss them last time because I had my wife and my grandkid when we were in Houston, so I wasn't able to stay as long as I wanted to. But with Imprecation playing this Friday, I'm definitely going to stay and rock out and check that shit out. And as well as Dismember and the rest of the lineup, it's going to be a great all-around gig. And stay for day 2 because we got Hexalia kicking ass.
Hexalia.
Right after we have
Hexalia.
Nasty Savage.
Say it.
Say it right, Tony. Hexalia.
Say it right, Tony.
Hexalia?
Hexalia.
Yeah.
There you
Hexalia.
go. That's it.
Noel.
There we go.
I'm just being
Hexalia. I'll get it right. Thank you, man. Least I can fucking do. I'm sorry. So, tell me real quick, how did we get hooked up, Alex, with Psyop Skates? We just showed off the board a little while ago before you jumped in.
Show it again. Show that board again. It's worth showing.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mama Malone.
Look at that.
There it is. It's a legit skateboard. It's not a sticker on a board. It's a legit skateboard, carved, cut out. The way they make skateboards. Psyop did a hell of a job. This was, out of all the things that are linked to Anialator, this was one of the things that I was like really personally excited about, because growing up, like when I was in 8th grade in the 80s, that's how old I am. I mean, I used to hang out in Corpus Christi. I used to hang out with a lot of skaters, that were fucking badass motherfuckers on the pool, on backyard ramps and shit. I sucked. I just tagged along to look cool. So I sucked at skating, but I was really into it back then, and I still am to a point right now. But I grew up in an age where, just like thrash, all these badass skateboarders, Steve Caballero, fucking Christian Hosoi, and just different skaters that made things exciting back then. Just kind of like when thrash started out. So
yeah,
when I was on, I believe it was Instagram, Aaron from Psyops kind of messaged me and said, "Hey, man, I got one of y'all's tape. I think he found it in a bookstore. He found it somewhere, used tape, Anialator tape, and he dug it. He really dug it, and we started talking. And I've always wanted to kind of make a skate. I seen bands that make skateboards. I always wanted to make an Anialator skateboard, but I just didn't know how to approach it. I didn't know anybody that made it. Well, Psyops is from Texas, and he dug the recording. He was a fan, and we just started talking, and that's the end project right there, man. The Anialator board, and you can get
on
it.
The other side of it, flip it around.
Oh yeah, flip it around, buddy.
Flip it.
Blood stains, and it has the logo in the middle.
Blood stains. You're gonna cover it with what do you call that?
Grip
Grip
tape.
tape, anyways. But that's pretty
That's
cool.
right.
In my time, they used to have the clear grip tape. I don't know if they have clear grip tape anymore, but yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know they make clear. That's cool. But I'm
Yeah,
a
they got
poser.
clear.
But yeah, as you can tell right there, it's got the bullet cut right there.
What's up,
That's
Fernie?
beautiful.
Oh, I got it.
What up, Fernie? Oh, we
That's
can't hear you,
fast.
Fernie.
Can't hear you, dude. You gotta go to your audio settings right there on the bottom of the.
There's a teacher who's gonna teach you how to do it.
There's a little thing that says settings.
Psyop Skates. Hit up Psyop Skates.
Oh, yeah, he's got it.
Get yourself
Yeah,
an
they-
Annihilator deck. But I know what you're talking about, Al. When I go see DRI, they got the badass DRI decks. I'm like, fuck, I'd like to have my
yeah.
band with the deck too.
Metallica had a Zorlak board. Remember the Zorlak board? Done by
Yes.
Pusshead. The artwork was done by Pusshead. You know.
Oh, there I can hear you.
Right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I used
you're
to
good.
I used to hang out with So you remember Stone Groove, the band from Corpus, right?
Yes.
Well, I went to high school with Ray Gonzalez, the guitar player. He was a badass skateboarder. Goofy was a badass skateboarder in his time. Shredward, all these guys, man. I used to hang out with them. We used to go, to a lot of these ramps that were like backyard ramps by Moody. There was a ramp off of Weber, dude, kind of where you used to live, off of Weber. And
Yeah.
right there on
and
Lincoln
McCardle.
Street. Yeah, it was right past McCarr a little bit. It was on Lincoln Street. It was like a cul-de-sac off of Weber. They
It
had
was like a half pipe, right?
half pipe. It was fucking. That was a badass thing. But anyway, so long story short, my love for skateboarding, and this opportunity came along, and I mean, dude, I'm speechless. It just came out fucking badass, and they can still go to Psyops right now. We're not selling any of the boards online. We gave him, it's him that you could go to and buy it online.
Yeah.
You'll get boards from us at shows. We'll only
Right.
sell at shows. So if we're not going to be playing anywhere near you, your best bet is go to Psyops if you want a board and order it from Psyops.
Yes.
You can get it there.
You said Aaron, right? Aaron from Psyops?
Yeah.
Aaron's on the chat.
Yeah, he's on.
He says you can get clear tape. They've got their own store that you can get it and order your clear tape from as well. If you don't have a skate shop by you. And
Nice.
man, we love it, Aaron. We love the work that you did for our skate deck, and we couldn't ask for a better one. It's the design is unique and it kicks ass. So Jeff Newton created Zorlak, and he also said he's a big influence on y'all's shape. Very cool.
Yeah, there you go. See,
Yes.
but see,
Let's
but
keep
I
the show
kind of,
rocking. We've got
I kind of want to take it a step further because, have you ever seen anybody? I haven't, but I mean, I don't pay attention like too close. But have you ever seen anybody actually use a DRI skateboard like on a skate ramp or in a pool? Have you ever seen anybody use?
I
No,
haven't.
they're just kind of for design. I want to take it kind of a step further and try to find an amateur skateboarder that will at least try it out in a pool so we get some snaps of him coming out, catching air or whatever. You know what I mean?
yes.
That way it could be. I mean, that way it's a legit skateboard. It's not just a souvenir. Yeah.
That would be badass. And take some pictures, maybe put it inside an album inlay or something, where we have some bunch of cool pictures of band shit. That is very cool. I'd like that.
Or even do a video of just somebody skating the pool with our skateboard.
Yes.
With our
Dude,
music,
fucking
our
falling,
music at the
breaking a
background.
leg. Ah.
Bernie, can
Yo.
you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm glad you made it to the show, baby. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
dude.
Ladies
for
and
having me.
gentlemen, that's Fernando Salinas, otherwise known as Fernie, our other guitar player in Anialator. Thank you for joining us, brother. Hell yeah.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
thanks for having me, man.
Here, we were just talking about kind of our past rehearsals, me doing the recording at my place, down at JD's place, everything kind of getting finished up, us doing the Destroying Texas Fest. We're talking about the New York death metal coming up, and now I want to kind of get to some individual stuff real quick. We're about 15 minutes into it, and I don't want to keep you guys too long, so let's try and shoot for maybe a 9:30 cutoff. But let's see where we can get going with some great stuff. Let me start with Fernie real quick, since he's already jumping in the mix. Fernie, tell me, who or what influenced you to get on guitar, and what bands besides Annihilator are you playing for right now?
Started off when I was a kid. My dad played Tejano bands. He had his own Tejano band, and that's what he would do on the weekends. So I would see that, and then I would see my older cousin playing with his friends, and that I just took off from there. When I was about 15 years old, that's when I got serious about it.
Great, it's right there in the house. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And as far as current bands, I mean, just Annihilator, and I play in a cover band. It's like a total opposite of Annihilator. It's a country.
Black Floyd.
Yeah, Black Floyd.
Hey, that's a secret, dude. That's a secret project that we're working on.
We're called Spare Parts, and I mean it's cool. It's fun. Those guys are fantastic musicians, especially the guitar player. That guy's phenomenal. His name is Daniel Rodriguez. Danny, another Dan. Badass. Yeah. And I'll help out Cryptic every now and then. Like whenever a guitar player or bass player can't make it to a show, they're like, "Hey, man, so you got 5 songs to learn by tomorrow." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So yeah.
And you did it. You did a great job.
Damn, this is the most I heard Fernie talk.
Yeah.
Right.
At practice, he's just quiet and they're just there standing there. I'm like, oh shit.
What I like also, Fern, not only that you just had the pleasure of being able to be, somewhat surrounded by music, and that's what got you fired up and to wanting to start playing guitar, but also you staying busy with the cover band. I know, because I do cover bands too. It keeps your skills sharp because you just keep on playing, and when you're playing other people's stuff, you start learning some different things that aren't normally in the metal field, should you say, and the more you play, the more you learn, the better of an all-around musician you are, and the more you bring to the table for us.
Yeah, especially in terms of this. I mean, I play just simple C, G, D, but it helps with as like timing and being the right tempo, and and then it also, when I finally do play extreme music, it just, like, I let out everything. It's like finally I'm playing my shit.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, JD, you're next. Tell me, who or what inspired you? Well, you play a little bit of everything, JD. So, what was the first instrument you started on, and who or what inspired you to get on it? And then tell me, is there any other band besides Hexia that you're playing with?
Hexia.
Close. I like Hexia. It's a new name. All right. So I started when I was like, I was born in a house of musicians. My dad was a blues, rock blues, rhythm and blues guy. He was into all like the late 60s, 70s, heavy stuff, underground, from shit like Vanilla Fudge and Cactus and Sabbath and Eric Burton and the Animals and the Doors and Hendrix and all that shit I grew up with as a little kid. And he worked in bars and played gigs and did shit like that. So I was like this little kid, and he was bartending, and I'd be hanging out with the bands, and all his old friends who were bandmates too. They're like my uncles, so to speak. Like my Uncle Joe is one of his best friends from school. He graduated in '67. And so all those cats are like my extended family, so to speak, and they've been seeing me, proceed through this career or whatever. My first instrument, actually, I tried to play guitar, but I was like 6 years old, and my fingers were all wimpy, and I was a big wimp. My fingers hurt. So my dad's like, okay, and instead of like pushing me or trying to get, I was the one who was like fascinated with it. So then I grabbed this bass, and of course it's like a fucking giant ass instrument, but it was easier for me to manipulate. So I actually started on bass, and then eventually when I got like a couple years later, around 8 or 9 years old, I was like, all right, I think I'm ready now. So I started guitar stuff, and the first guitar songs I ever played, like Fernie was saying, your C, G, D, your Gloria, jingin, 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 all that cool stuff, was surf music. So surf music is what taught me how. I mean, I was already listening to Slayer and some death metal. I'm 41 now, so you're talking like 1992, 93, 94. And then 95, 96, 97 was another year of like more extreme shit. 97, 98, 99, I'm in high school now. I'm a freshman in 97. So like my 7th, 8th grade, my junior high years is when I was really getting into like Slayer and Sepultura and all that cool shit, you know, and Metallica. I was like 13. I had my first cover band. We were playing like Metallica, Sepultura, Slayer, some Cannibal Corpse and stuff. But what got me into that was the surf music because I, you know, picking fast.
Black metal without distortion.
Well, there's some black metal bands that are doing surf music versions of their black metal. They sound pretty sick. You can find them on YouTube's. But anyways, yeah. So that's what got me in like you know, some of the first songs I ever played. My dad playing and then me playing and him playing the little melodies and I'm holding chords. Were songs like Sleepwalker. You know the song from Richie Valens, hombre, La Bamba. The you know, shit like that, and it just that was what taught me how to do it. And then eventually I got my first distortion pedal at a music store in McAllen called Hermes, and I bought an Ibanez Power Lead. I still have it right here next to me. I never got rid of it. I would play that through a bass amp, dude. A Fender Mustang. 1969 custom Fender Mustang, pinche wimpy ass little guitar. through that, it was the weirdest, but that's how I played Slayer. That's how I played Deicide, all that stuff as a little chavalon.
Yes.
And you know, little John Trevino, what's up, man? He's in the room of chat.
Right.
And then flash forward, and then you know I started playing all that shit. And then my first band, I was like 15, 16, and I started playing with a band called Immortal Storm. And then it wasn't until 99 or so we played our first show. 98, 99, I think it was. We played our first show. We got banned because my singer Picos was like a fucking evil son of a bitch. And the owner of the venue was like, no more. This guy burned a Bible. Everybody's like, oh, no, please don't. So that was cool. And then we played another show at another little venue and we got banned there too. So it was awesome, dude. We got banned our first 2 shows. Super cool, man. And then, you know, I've played in a lot of other bands. And then, like I mentioned earlier, in 04, I joined Severance for 18 years. And Fernie joined in 2011, right? 2011, 2012. Yeah. No, and yeah, we've been fucking dual ever since. You know, it's pretty cool.
How far did you get to tour with Severance?
We went everywhere, dude. We went everywhere. We've been to Ukraine like a bunch of times. Spain. We went to Austria.
Was it like months or something like that?
Nah, like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. Yeah, dude, more than 2 weeks, dude. I want to go home, dude. Like it's expensive.
Yeah.
You know, Ruin Cross in the chat room, dude. That guy is another local motherfucking badass, dude. He's a great producer and a killer musician. Elias from Ruin Cross.
Checking out the show.
Hell yeah,
No
thank you,
wimpy
brother.
Fingers, JD.
Yeah. Yeah, no wimpy fingers, bro. Yeah, I got mad at myself. I know I was 6, but, you know, not acceptable. Oh, Guillen, dude. Guillen is a motherfucking great vocalist, great guitar player. Dude, bunch of badasses in the chat. John.
Guillen.
Oh, dude, that guy's amazing.
Hell yeah. You guys subscribe to the show. There's more goodies coming up. So, right now, beside Hexea.
You got it right.
That was right.
You're good.
I was trying, dude.
He even got the ding in the background right after.
Is there what's the other band that you just went overseas with, JD?
Oh, I was playing drums in a grindcore band called Dagra. We went to Japan and did some stuff there. We did a tour and recorded an album over there too at a studio called RAG Studios, RAG Studios, with Mr. Oh my God, shit! I don't want to say his name wrong. Sakamoto, Mr. Sakamoto-san, and he was amazing, dude. They had this crazy mixer board. I could get into like the nerdy like brands and models, but let me just say like, oh my God, dude, like hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of gear just on the console alone, dude. Like it was fantastic recording there. Great microphones, kick-ass room, wonderful experience. Did that and so yeah, I've played around. You know, I mean, I've been very lucky, man. You know, Dagra got an opportunity to go to Japan. Annihilator's taken me to Mexico City. That was one of my favorite shows too, man. We had a blast there in Mexico City. You know, and then Severance going around the world doing other stuff. But you know what, dude? Like, I'll just say this right now. As far as like traveling and gigs and shit, that's all cool. But there is no gig if you don't have the music that you recorded to celebrate.
Okay.
So to me, the recordings, the production, the writing, to me, that's the important part. All this other gig stuff is just having fun, celebrating, letting people have a party and watch you live. But what are they there to watch? The thing you fucking recorded, the thing you wrote, the thing you toiled over, the thing you produced, right? And that's where the magic is. That's the important part. So the gigs are cool, they're fun, but nothing compares to like the experience of a production. And this one already passed, so we're now letting it masticate and come out of the other end through the label and stuff. And I can tell you, man, making the Anialator album was really fun. So I'm looking forward to our next one.
Yes. Hell yeah. Daniel, you're next. Tell me, who got you fired up to want to get on the drums? And
oh man, so like all my aunts and uncles raised me. Well, my mom and dad worked, so it was a bunch of Iron Maiden and Dio and a lot of old school 80s metal at first, which got me into it. But really, Iron Maiden got me into like the whole drumming and stuff like that, to pick up drums. And then I got into the heavier stuff, which is Slayer. Then, of course, Pantera got in the picture.
What age were you when you started pounding up the pots and pans?
So, born 85. When I moved back in 91, like in 1990, 91, that's when I got into everything. I got into all the music at an early age because, like I said, because of my aunts and my uncles. And I didn't get my first drum set till I was 12 years old. My dad actually took me to Mount Hart and surprised me and got me a good drum kit out there, around like 97, 96, and I did my thing. You know, I was into a lot of punk music and skateboarding and like a lot of stuff like that too at the time. I was into a lot of different mix of music. But yeah, man, I started off right there, and then as the time went on, of course, did cover bands when I was young, and then right around high school, right around my freshman year, I met my friend Jason Garza and my friend Izzy Garcia. And
rest in peace, Jason.
Yeah, rest in peace to Jason. And
rest in peace, Jason.
Yeah, he did bands, with Id and Infuriate out of Austin, with guys like Sterling and Alexis and forgot his the other guy's name. Armando and stuff like that. So, but yeah, back to it, man. First band that I did with them was Blast Perversion, early 2000, 2001, and we did our thing for quite a few years, around to like 2016, 2017 that we kind of cut it. And then around 2018, 2019 is when I started up with a Cryptic Mutation. And then I just joined a whole other genre of music. And but yeah, man, I've been doing my thing for like quite a while. But that's what got me into it. 80s metal, the old school stuff. And then like the early, like 90s thrash, and picked up drums early like 97, and just been going on since then.
I like that, man.
I like your current projects right now, man. Those are fucking awesome.
Nice. Thank you.
Totally a departure from the brutal death metal, but killer shit. Dude.
Yeah,
current shit.
The one King in Yellow, that one's more like if you're into doomy Black Sabbath rock and roll music, real catchy stuff.
Kind of like acid bath ish.
Yeah, just like that, man. Just a little bit.
King in Yellow.
Do a little bit of everything. Yeah, we're on Spotify, we're on YouTube Music, we're on Apple Music. We are everywhere, actually. We've done quite a few shows. Our name's out there a little bit. More in Mexico, because the band is established from Matamoros, Mexico, from my guitar player, Abel. And we actually have a show at his hometown, September 7th, in his hometown there. Yeah, man, we're still going. I'm still busy and still doing like a lot of stuff. So, but yeah. Check it out there, guys. Cryptic Mutation, King in Yellow, and of course Hexea, and of course Anialator. And if you like, some old school, death metal, check out Blast Perversion. We're on Spotify and everywhere else as well too.
Very cool. I love those resumes, guys. Hell yeah. Man. So Alex, I know I had the pleasure of having Alex on my show, and we had the longest interview, best interview, 5 hours. I had Alex on here, and it felt like it was only a couple because we had so much to talk about. It just kept rolling. But real quick, tell me, Al, real quick, so for those who might not have had the opportunity to see that interview, who got you inspired to play? And is there another band you got rocking besides Anialator?
Well, let me see. As for like inspiration or just something that inspired me to play was just the love of heavy music back then when I was growing up, which to me, heavy music growing up back then was, your typical Led Zeppelin,
Yes.
Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, early Judas Priest, and then it started evolving from there. But I had an older brother who was a jazz saxophonist. He played saxophone, and he was a jazz musician. So in high school, he played in the jazz band. So he was like, it's weird because he was like me, but he was, of course, he was way older than me. But we used to put on a jazz record and play the sax leads. Like if you would put on a recording and play along to the music, he would do that, but to jazz records on the saxophone part. So I guess seeing him practice a lot and all that kind of might have inspired me to maybe join the band like I did in junior high and play the trumpet and try to do it that way, but it wasn't my thing. And I guess when I've heard the first, I want to say maybe Black Sabbath album, it kind of changed things for me then. And then it started evolving into like Motorhead back then and, AC/DC and all kinds of stuff that I started going to concerts. I would lie to my mom and tell her I'm going to a friend's house. And my first concert was 1978, dude. It was Black Sabbath and Van Halen was opening up for Van Halen's first album.
Damn. Who's singing? Who's singing?
That's awesome.
Ozzy was singing still because it was the Never Say Die tour and David
Hole in the Sky.
So that was my first show. Walking, I walked all the way to the Coliseum because I lived like maybe three or four blocks from there. So I walked all the way to the Coliseum, got a ticket, went and saw the show, and that was it, dude. That's what I wanted to do, but I just had to find an avenue because I was never really great at guitar. I'm still never great. I'm not even great at bass, but I can do what I can do. So, I admit that, but it's just that listening to all that music, and back then it was fresh, it was new. I mean, we kept on finding different bands. The thrash, it went from heavy metal to thrash, then from thrash to speed metal, from speed metal to death metal, black metal. I don't know what order, but all that shit just got captured my soul. And I used to play. I started off on guitar. My mom stuck me in guitar lessons, in which I was never patient enough to sit there and learn chords or learn this and that. And so what happened was I had met Rodney Dunsmore from Devastation at a show. I think it was Twisted Sister and Crocus at Fort Concert, one of those. And we started talking, and I would see him, at different shows and this and that. And then we started venturing out to San Antonio to go see like Motorhead and Exciter and, going to see A Merciful Faith and all kinds of stuff. And we'd run into Rodney. So we exchanged numbers, and one day he called me up and said, "Hey man, I'm starting a band, me and ex guitar player from Final Assault, Dave Burke. We're starting a band. It's called Devastation." He said, I thought about you because I see you at the shows. I know you're into the underground scene, which back then it was maybe a handful of people in Corbus knew who Exciter was, who Merciful Fate was. Everybody was still stuck in the Judas Priest, Iron Maiden era, kind of. I would show people. I went to Carroll High School when Kill 'Em All came out. I took that cassette and I showed all these people that were like Iron Maiden fans and all that, and they were like, "Oh, that shit sucks. It's too fast. That vocalist sucks. They're never gonna make it." I'm like, "Okay."
I don't understand what he's saying, and even
they're never gonna make it. The lead guitars is good, but they're never gonna make it because those kind of vocals. Fast forward to Ride the Lightning comes to Corpus Christi at the Ritz Theater. I skipped school. I'm like number 3 at the front. To get front row, I'm number 3 at the door. All these people were coming by like, "Hey, what's up, dude? Hey, it's Metallica, badass, right? Hey, give me cuts." Nah, you said they suck. The line's way around the corner by the bus station, all the way to the other side. You can go ahead and start there. But yeah, I mean, it just I just wanted to do it. Rodney, called me up and said, "Hey, you want to, be in the band?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "But I'm not. I can play rhythm guitar. I'm not good at leads." He said, "No, we don't need a guitar player. We're just going to have one guitar player. We need a bass player." And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I've never played bass," but I said, "Yeah, I'll do it." And I was like, "Well, bass is only 4 strings and they're pretty thick. So, it's easy to do whatever I need to do." So the rest is history. First show, the first show we got, which I think we only been practicing for like a month or two, he comes up and says, "Hey, we got our first show." I'm thinking it's like a backyard party or somebody's garage or some shit like that. Like, yeah, we're opening up for Anthrax and Hellstar. What the fuck?
I love it.
Oh, okay, that's the first show. I was like, all right, so, but yeah, I mean, it was not one certain individual, or it wasn't, it's just the love of music, dude. I mean, it's just that the love of, I mean, to this day, I look at it this way. It's weird because my dad, I'm getting ready to be 60 next year, right? 60 years old. Fuck. I'm thinking, man, my dad at 60 was like a refinery worker, all beat up and tired and shit. I'm over here in a band playing at 60, still acting like I'm 20 years old or some shit, but it's just the love of music, dude. It's just, that's just something I love, and I had
You're not a
opportunity.
poser, aka you're not a poser. It's a way of life, dude.
It's like, and it's kind of funny. It's like a drug, dude, because once you get a taste of it, because once I walked across that stage when I played opening up for Anthrax with Devastation, and I saw those people going crazy,
the Ritz filled up.
Everybody on the balcony fucking headbanging and shit. I was hooked, dude. I mean, it's like a drug. You say you're gonna quit at this age, or say, I'm not gonna do no more, but you're so drawn into it, you're so into it that it's you're a lifer. There's no way of getting out. I mean, it's hard to just walk away from it. That's at least for me.
Yes.
Very
well said, Al. That's right. And like JD said, it's a way of life, man. This isn't a phase that we went through, because I know my parents and grandparents would be like, "Oh, he's just going through a phase."
My mom's like, "You're still playing in a band. You're already like 90 years old." Hey, mom, take it easy. I'm only 90 years.
Or when you see your friends from school from 100 years ago, and they're like, "Oh, you're still into that?" Like, bitch, what do you mean you're still into that way? You mean you stopped posing? You moved on. I'm still here, bitch.
Not my fault. You had 15 kids.
Yeah, right. Time exposes all posers. Time reveals all posers is the song. Yeah.
Jumping into the scene, jumping out of it, jumping into the scene, jumping out of it. I've never gone anywhere. I may have gone like different music. I may have gone in different musical directions. Where I mean, I kind of listen to everything, blues, all kinds of stuff. Not just death and black metal and thrash. I mean, I'm old now, so I listen to a lot of shit. 'Cause now, I mean, I know they got this, I call it Karate Kid music, which some of it I kind of like because they have heavy guitar parts and, it's heavy. But I mean, I'm old, dude. I've heard everything. I guess I'm jaded, like I go see a horror movie and all this blood and I think it's extreme and shit. I'm just like, could have been better, but I mean, it's because I've been around a long time, so I've heard and I've seen, and but that's it. That's my story, man. I'm sticking to it.
Hell yeah, dude.
I love that story too. Hell yeah, I never get tired of that. I love it, and there's so much more. You got to look up my interview with Alex on my YouTube channel, and you can hear even more because me and him have spent almost 2 decades together jamming here in Corpus in the same band. And we were able to do a lot of things together. So check out that interview. Let's keep our thing going. I want to get
what about you? Now it's your turn.
Oh, you want me to say a little bit?
Yeah, say that. Of course, you're the host. You got to say something, bro.
Well, I was hoping you were going to say that, so I took some notes down so we can make it
quick. Shit.
He pulls that up, pinche libro así. A ver, let me, what page start? Page 200.
Let me pull down the chart back here.
Real quick, I do want to say shout out to Justin. He says, yeah, man, being a metalhead is my way of life as well. And it's just the way all of us here in the city.
Hell yeah, John. Hell yeah, Justin.
Just about everybody watching the show right here. And just like John says, we're in this for life, bros. It is what it is. And we wouldn't have it any other way. And that's the way we like it. So when it comes to me, who inspired me and, what triggered it? My aunt shared her vinyls with me when I was staying with her in 77. And it was Buddy Holly that got me first. And then after that, it was Styx, The Grand Illusion. And then it was Judas Priest, Unleashed in the East. And just hearing those albums on a regular rotation got me into falling in love with when I finally saw Kiss. I was like, look at these guys. Fuck yeah. And so I fell in love with Kiss. I went to my first concert in 79. I saw the Dynasty tour up in San Antonio. I took the C101 party bus up there with my Aunt Mary and my Aunt Becky, and they were smoking and drinking and snorting. It was a free-for-all in that party bus, and there were jams going the whole way. Every song I liked. It was incredible, dude. I was like, this is a party of a lifetime. I love this. And it had Kiss and the concerts. I was like, I want to do this the rest of my life. And so, eventually I ended up, getting a drum set. I had a fire happen in my house on one summer during my 8th grade year, during spring break. And my room was a lot like this that you see behind me with posters and everything. And from the water damage of the house, it caught fire, the water damage, putting it out. I was able to get a little under $400. I bought my first drum set. And that was the first thing I was able to get on. And when it comes to drummers, I was inspired by Frankie Banali, the late great, rest in peace. Of course, from Quiet Riot. Gil Moore from Triumph. Loved that he could sing and play drums. And I loved his voice. I love Triumph. And then, of course, Felix Griffith from DRI. The speed, the quickness. The more I heard from Felix as the DRI album started going, like especially the thrash zone, I was like, oh, shit. Love this guy and loved everything he did. And vocally, I would have to give some props to, because when I jumped into the sing vocally, it was as a death metal singer, because, like I said, the band at the time was called Malignancy. They had Tito Galindo on drums. They had Chris Gomez on guitar, Mike Leal on bass, and they had Chris Aguirre on guitars. And all these guys are still jamming. And big shout out to Chris over there in Phoenix, and Mike Leal's in my AC/DC tribute. And Chris and Tito are still jamming in Austin. Big shout out to all those guys. But I tried out singing Body Bag from Obituary's Cause of Death. And so I got to say my vocal influences were John Tardy of Obituary. And then, of course, Chris Barnes from Cannibal Corpse, because that's what I went into. We were the first death metal band here in town, Malignancy. And then it was just, I had a nice 10-year career with Integrity doing death metal and sharing the stage with you guys in Severance. And you were in
I don't mean to interrupt you, but you were in Malignancy first before Integrity?
Yeah.
Oh, and shit. I always thought it was the opposite. I always thought you were in Integrity and then you did Malignancy.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because we didn't do very many shows out of town in Malignancy, but we did one at the DMZ Club in San Antonio, and we opened up for Integrity. And that's the first time Eddie had a chance to see me. And he would always tell me as the years went by, when I saw you play that night, dude, I knew I was going to make you my singer for my band. And so, yeah, maybe within the next year, I was eating at fucking Fur's buffet. Eddie was eating there too. He comes up, he goes, hey, dude, I got this band. I've heard you sing before, dude. I want you to come check it out. I know you're not in Malignancy anymore, but come try us out. And the rest is history. 10 years later, I'm still jamming with Fidel and Eddie and Integrity, and then that goes, it runs its course. Then Killer Moore does his thing.
Yeah, Integrity was a tough band, dude. Y'all had some fucking badass music, man.
Is there any recordings?
Cool. Thank you. You know what? Those are the days when we didn't have like any kind of platforms and stuff like that. So I've got a CD that's got probably about 20 songs with our demos, our 2 EPs. And almost like, I guess it was like an album with 7 or 8 songs on it as well. So it's got like 20 songs on it. I'm proud of that. You can find that one on YouTube. Look up Integrity, and you can check out that music. That was all from 91 to probably 99, maybe 2000. But shout out to all those guys. Brian Canales, Eddie Dominguez, Emilio Coronado, Joey Perez did a run with us, Oscar Gullian, and of course, Fidel.
Wasn't Brian in there?
Huh?
Wasn't Brian in there?
Yeah, I mentioned Brian.
Did you? Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yes, and Brian plays with me now in War Cult. Here we are 20 years later. Ooh. Brian's back in the game with me, man, and couldn't be happier than to have him.
Get that shit online, dude. Put it on the YouTubes, man. We're gonna hear those old tracks, man. Yeah. To me,
yes,
that's been a big tragedy for me. That I've encountered and that I've seen is when you have a band and you go through all the bullshit and you write the songs, you play the gigs, you have the good times, But then, like, you don't have anything to remember it after it's over. Like, you didn't get a chance to record it. And when you do get a chance to record it, thankfully, because of the YouTubes and shit, you can get it out there and perpetuate it. You know, it becomes a digital ghost. It outlives you, you know? And you never know, man. I mean, sometimes you listen to a recording that's like 20, 30 years old and you cringe thinking about it, you know? But then you listen to it and who knows, man, you may actually re-inspire yourself. I tell that to everybody, you know what I mean? Like, I know it's cringy to have your old recordings when you were young and you sucked and whatever, but who knows, maybe you old and you still suck, right? So it's not like that much off.
Right.
But the point I'm trying to say is that they're good, they're great. It's a great way to capture not just who you were back when, but like where the world was back when. You know what I'm saying? So put that shit up, man. Let's check it out.
Thank you, JD. Yes, hell yeah. That's enough about me. Let's get back to the rest of you guys. Now,
hey, real quick about your Kiss story. I got a Kiss story for you. When Kiss came with the Plasmatics, I think it was Creatures of the Nights. The Plasmatics opened up for Kiss at the Coliseum, and a friend of mine later on, his name is Mike Salazar. He started working for Channel 10 News as a cameraman. He went back and found footage of when the TV station came by. I was standing in line, right? And the TV station came by and said, "Are you excited to see Kiss?" And I was like, "No, Kiss sucks. I'm here for the Plasmatics, dude. All these Kiss people almost beat me up, man." They were serious about their Kiss. I was like, "Fuck Kiss, man. I'm here for the Plasmatics." Shit.
Kiss Army, bro. The Kiss Army came after you, dude.
Yeah, Kiss Army with the painted all coming. What do you mean, bro? What do you mean?
Some dude who looks like a kitty cat's all mad at you.
That's badass. Hell
you better stop. You better stop.
Rainer. Seriously around here. Hell yeah. They're like, Plasmatics. What?
Yeah, fuck that. Williams fucking, to me at least, made Kiss look like, I don't know, man. Gene Simmons could spit all the blood he wants, but it just didn't.
Wendy O. Williams come out there with her metal chiches coming out, it's fucking making people bleed, hitting him in the face. That man was brutal.
Their skimpy outfit. I'm in junior high with her skimpy outfit, and I'm like a junior high kid in the front row. Yeah, like, oh shit, it's back, dude. Awesome. She smashed the TV, right? She got a sledgehammer. She had a TV on the stand, and she smashed the TV. Me, a dumbass, was all like, I was in the front row. I was like, yeah, throw it here. All these tubes hanging out. That fucking bitch threw the tubes and shit. And all my hands there. I was like, oh, yeah, take that, dummy. I was like, what the fuck? Maybe I shouldn't have asked for that, but I was like blood coming out of my hands from all that tubes from the TV back then when they had tubes. But
yeah,
I was like, oh shit,
dude, hell yeah. Hey, I know you had a crush on Wendy O.
No. I was scared of her.
She probably smelled like
she's too much woman for this 14-year-old.
She smelled like cigarettes and onions, I imagine.
Probably so. Cigarettes and onions, the best smell.
So I had a chance to tell you my first concert. All right, that was Kiss in '99. Alex, you covered your first concert. Van Halen and Black Sabbath. Fuck yeah. Now let's hit Fernie. Fernie, what's your first concert?
What, that I wanted to go to willingly, or
that you actually saw willingly? Ramon Aliala.
I'll fucking say it. I don't care.
Say it.
My first unwillingly concert was New Kids on the Block.
Yeah. I knew you were gonna say that. That's awesome.
Hey, how brutal it was, dude. They fucking cut it within like the first 15 seconds of the song because people were getting crushed.
Oh, where was it at?
It was in Mission. Yeah, it was in Mission.
People they played in Mission? What year was that? Was it when they were hot, like in the top of the chart, or like they were the bums on the bottom?
Oh, man, that was like in 86, 87.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. That was a peak. I didn't even know they came this far.
But, oh, man, let me
think. I love the honesty. Hell yeah. New Kids on the Block, 86, 87.
Yeah. But my first concert that I actually I wanted to go see was Metallica. They played with Jerry Cantrell and Days of the New.
No shit.
That was like 98, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, what album was that? The Black Album?
No, man, that was right after. That was I think
Load and Reload or something.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's
Load it up and reload.
I wasn't really allowed to go out to concerts or anything, but that was when I was like 18, so.
That was a long time in between.
Where was that one at?
You sure didn't go to many concerts?
Redema Park. No, after that, man, it was like once I got freedom to go.
You weren't
them
at home
apart.
anymore, right?
Huh?
Shit, my mom used to write me excuses, dude, because I used to skip school and go stand in line because I wanted to get front row. Mom, I'm going to a concert. Okay, next day I need an excuse. All right, he was sick. Fuck it. Yeah, I would skip school
from
like
the concert.
dude. I would skip school. I would skip school and drive all the way to Austin to go see a show. And then tell my mom, then the next day, come back the next day, and she's like, "How come you didn't come home?" I was at a concert. Can you write me an excuse? But then my dumb ass failed school because of fucking missing too much school for concerts.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Shit, I think you did tell me
But
that.
it was well
That's
worth it, right?
Dude,
Yeah, see, I got an extra year of education. I was supposed to graduate in '83. I graduated in '84. Extra year of education. A lot of people paid good money for that, but you know what? I took advantage of it. That's what I did.
You took an extra year of extracurricular credits.
And leather works. I already had taken everything the first year. They're like, "What can we put you in?" Bible class was one of them. Leather work. I used to walk in, number the B shirt in Bible class. All these Christians were like, sit in the back and shit. And I was like, "Fuck."
Love it. All right.
That's when you could play albums backwards, dude, and everybody would say it's satanic.
Exactly. The Eagles,
Good
of course. They'll find something on every album. Ozzy, shit. Okay, I've seen a lot of new people jumping in the chat rooms. I want to say, hell yeah, thank you. I'm going to give you a shout out, but I do want to take care of the first concerts for JD and Daniel first. Daniel, what was your first concert?
Oh, I mean, I went to big con. I mean, I went to like a lot of shows, but big concerts.
What was the first one?
Like in was the Pantera? The Pantera, Morbid Angel, and Soulfly on Reinventing the Steel Tour.
Okay.
Yeah, when they came down. But before then, I had seen like bands like Monstrosity at Trenton Point and bands like Misery Index, and right when they got on the dying, that was like in '97 or like '98, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, man, I've seen like a lot of old school bands too, growing up. But the big show, I guess, was that one, Pantera and Morbid Angel and Soulfly.
That's a good one. That's a classic right there.
Yeah.
When you saw him, did Phil go out there and sing a song with Morbid?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's tight. Yeah, he did that here in Corpus too.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. JD, what was your first?
My first unwilling show.
Yeah.
You thought yours was funny. Wait till you hear my.
It can't be any gayer than mine.
Bro, mine ties the shirt up here in a knot, bro. That's how gay mine is, dude.
Watch out. George Michael's Wham. You got the Wham or what?
Nah, I wish it was Ram. It was even cheesier than Wham. It was Gerardo. Remember that guy?
Rico Suave.
Rico Suave.
Oh shit!
In Harlingen, Texas. It was like some outdoor thing, and he was playing out there.
Yeah.
And the next unwilling show I went to was in Corpus.
Wait! Who dragged you to that show first?
My family. Who else?
Yeah.
And the next one was in Corpus at the jazz festivals at Corpus Christi. They used to have all the time.
Yeah,
you guys would know that.
Festival.
I saw the Los Lobos, where they were during the La Bamba era. So it was 80 something. Maybe that one was my first one. It's like 88 or 87.
Cool,
it was back there. The jazz festivals. But my first, like, where I wanted to go, like my first show, I didn't get a chance to go to a lot of the underground shows. I was in Mission. I went to school in Mission, Texas. So the McAllen guys and the Edinburgh dudes were more connected with the scene, since most of the bands all the bands were from those towns in Brownsville, right? Not in Mission, where I was going to school at the time. So I only went to the Villarreal in McAllen Mission area. And those were the bigger shows.
Yes.
And it was I think it was in '97. I saw Slayer, I think it was, and then it was either Slayer or Pantera, or I think they were playing together. It was in 97, 96, 97. Yeah, it was fucking sick. $18, and you saw Slayer and fucking, who did I just say, Pantera? $18, dude.
Fuck yes.
I'll top that. Black Sabbath was $12.50. $8.50 or $12.50. Might have been $8.50.
I still got my ticket stubs, man. I saved those stubs. They're somewhere.
How much
there.
things have changed right there, right?
Yeah.
Everything's changed.
No balone.
What up, everybody?
Hello, what's up? No balone.
Basically, when we were doing all of our shows, 10, 20 years ago, the door price is usually $3 to $5. Now the starting rate is $10. And
you see a local band?
Yeah.
I mean, I support it.
But that's the way times have changed. Ticket prices and fuck Ticketmaster and their fucking all these crazy fucking fees is so sickening. It sucks when you got real fans like all of us here in the room and you guys in the chat room that fucking have to save and fucking work 2 jobs to see some of our favorite bands because now they're getting $250 a seat. You know, in some of these venues that they're playing. Yeah. And whether it's Pantera, whether it's Metallica, whether it's, Van Halen or your Sammy Hagar or something like that, ticket prices are so freaking expensive up the ass. And I wish there was a way that we could take the monopoly out of Ticketmaster's hands. But
I'm gonna go see Flesh God Apocalypse and Zenith Patch. Some awesome bands. That's gonna be like $25.
That's the bargain. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I always loved about when you had like Monster Mayhem, when you had Ozfest, you could get to see 20 bands for $75. I'm still good with that. Even nowadays, $100. Give me 20 bands, all day festival. Man, bring it on, please. I'm waiting for that again.
I'm getting too old to stand up for fucking 10 hours the whole day. Yeah,
that's not any fun anymore.
You're right. Sit down.
Leave that old shit to me, bro. You still got plenty.
Well, we're getting up to about 9:30 right here, so I'm going to jump to what I like to call my last segment of the show, and it's called Draw the Line. I'm going to throw y'all some bands, and you're going to tell me who you prefer out of these band lineups. It could be, I think I got a couple albums in here too, and I got some singers. So I got like maybe 5 or 6 of these I'm going to throw at you real quick, and I'm going to go each one of y'all. I'm going to start up on the top right, and I'm going to start off with Daniel. Tell me who you like. If these 2 bands were in town and they're playing at 2 different venues, who are you going to go see, Daniel, between Slayer versus Testament?
Oh, Slayer. I'm a big Slayer fan, bro.
Okay, JD, where you at?
Dude, Slayer! Especially 85. Slayer 85. Oh, man,
yeah. Bernie, where you at on that one?
Yeah, Slayer.
Slayer, and Al?
None of them.
Hey, wait, mute him. Knock him off the screen.
It's too expensive to go. None of them, man. Fuck.
Man, wait, pick one. No mames.
Oh,
you're breaking the game.
Slayer.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta be Slayer.
I just wasn't too sure if we had like a big Chuck Billy fan in the mix or Alex Skolnick.
No.
Well, the guitar players there might like the Skolnick, but nope.
That's what I thought. Maybe we were gonna get you right there. Okay, let me get a little start.
This is where Testament belongs, right here.
Okay, we're gonna talk about albums, crossover albums, crossover thrash albums. Who do you like better, JD, between SOD's Speak English or Die or DRI's Crossover?
Fuck.
Who did it better in your opinion?
Fuck. That's hard, man. Okay. Fuck. You're saying which DRI album?
No, Crossover versus Speak English or Die. Who did the best
if it's the album Crossover, I'd go for Speak English or Die. If it was the Dealing With It, I'd go with Dealing With It. But if we're gonna say crossover, I'll go SOD, dude. I mean, both those albums, it's like Ford and Chevy, right? But I mean, to me, SOD's so heavy, dude. Milk, that album's just so fucking heavy, dude. That to me, between those 2 albums, SOD right away.
Yeah. Got you.
I don't think you could even release that SOD album nowadays. That shit on there, all the topics on there. Yeah, all the topics on there and shit would be like, oh my god, that what is it? Cancel culture. The same people trying to cancel Cannibal Corpse, I hear, or some shit.
Billy get canceled, right? Hey, I think things are kind of making a different trend. Let's hope that things don't get so canceled anymore. We can have more comedy in our life, and we can make fun of each other and still laugh at ourselves without being so butthurt that somebody needs to lose a job or get 86 from the public eye. I hate all that. Yeah. So, JD, tell me about it. Speak English or Die or Crossover?
Speak English or Die, right away.
Easy. Okay, all right. Yeah. Fernie, what do you think?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know either of those.
Yeah,
I'll do my homework.
Meet that guy.
I'll do my homework.
Look, you're going to like, I'll answer it for you. He's going to like SOD, dude, because it's going to, that's more up his alley, 100%.
Me and this guy are.
He'll listen to it. And he knows what's up.
All right, I'll take it. Okay.
Hell yeah.
You kicked yourself out. Damn it.
Okay,
he fell off the drum throne.
Who do you like out of them two? Crossover or Speak English or fucking die?
Speak English or die for sure. SOD.
All right. I'm going to put in my 2 cents. I think it's got to be Speak English or die because you get the drumming of fucking Charlie Benante and the picking of Scott Ian, and they were really pushing it right then. They fucking pushed that envelope, and Billy brought the funny part of thrash metal to it, which I think everybody was kind of, it was the right time at the right place, and we liked all the shit that they were making fun of. So I'm going Speak English or die too.
I go Speak English, and I go with the SOD is because I like the guitar tone on there. Before the tone on there was like hadn't heard that kind of tone before. But when they put that out, it was like, oh shit.
The bass, dude, the distorted bass, dude. Fuck.
Not even Anthrax had that good guitar sound.
Right, that crunch. Did they tune down lower to like a D?
I think they had the drop tuning, which is probably one of the coolest drop tuning bands I've ever heard, man. That one finger shit.
Fuck yeah. Very fucking cool. All right. Let's hit another one. Another pair of albums. Starting back with Daniel. Tell me, who do you like better? Which album you like better? Master of Puppets versus Killing Technology.
I don't know if
not Killing. I mean, I don't know too much about Killing Technology, so yeah, Master of Puppets probably.
Master all day. JD, what do you like?
Bro, I'm gonna answer it with a visual. Bro. I don't know if you can see my fucking Voivod sticker. Iron Gang forever.
That shit. That's right.
Voivod won fucking 166%, bro. I mean, I already forgot what to put. Oh yeah, Master of Puppets. Master of Puppets is what I called it. Listen, I mean, Master of Puppets is. I mean, it's a very great sounding, great written album. But Killing Technology changed the world, dude. Like Metallica changed the world with Ride the Lightning. But for me, Ride the Lightning. If you were to ask me, Ride the Lightning or Killing Technology, I would just do one of these. You know what I mean? I just kind of leave. Oh, fuck, there's two cameras. I'd have to, like, sink into the ground. That's really hard for me to choose. But, dude, Killing Technology is the tone, the voicings, the drumming, the vocals. Dude, nothing touches it. And anything that sounds remotely similar to it is just like, you're just copying that. So that's the best, dude. That's so unique and so powerful.
Well, if you're thinking why I put it against Master of Puppets is because I thought they were two great thrash bands, and that was the third album from each one of them.
They were recorded in the same studio. They were recorded in Denmark, both of them, the same studio. Or Denmark? No, Berlin. I think they were recorded in Berlin. That's right.
That's heavy duty. I didn't know that. Fernie, who do you like out of them two? Out of those two albums?
Master Puppets.
Master Puppets.
Yeah, I remember being in second grade. A friend of mine had a cassette. Yeah. And I heard the guitars, and I was like, oh, they sound like machine guns. I was like,
Two of my favorite songs, I got to give a shout out: Leopard Messiah and Disposable Heroes.
Damage Inc. is my favorite song. Is my favorite song off that album, Damage Inc.
Damage Inc. Yes, love it.
I like Orion, that instrumental or long-winded one. Dude, that one to me, because I like bands like Burzum and shit like that too. Those long-winded. So that song is so well written and so long, it puts you in a journey, man. That song rules.
It does. Alex, tell me, who do you like out of those two albums?
I'm going to go with Killing Technology.
Yeah. Yes. You know what? I think of all the bangers on that Tornado. I love,
dude, the freaking first song. Every single track, kid.
The Order of the Blackguards.
Oh, dude! If you're not what they like, they're gonna throw you out in space. Hold on. In space. Dude, that's what's
I love the vocals. Yeah, that's badass. I love it. Hell yeah. Okay, moving on real quick. Next one. Daniel, Suffocation versus Hate Eternal.
I'm gonna go Hate Eternal, man. I really like the first album. It's really good. It's really, man, I don't know. I just can't go wrong with that. Suffocation's cool and all. They're old school. I'm gonna go towards Hate Eternal though. I love extreme. I love fast fucking blasting. I love fast double pedal. Tim Young did an awesome job. He pretty much did everything that he was supposed to do. And
Tim Young.
It was a good album, man. And
Eric.
Well, also they actually had one of the guys from Suffocation on there, right? Doug, or was it not? Yeah, Doug, right? Yeah, man. So I mean, it kind of plays itself out correctly. So I'm gonna go with Hate Eternal on that one. Really good riffing, really good drumming, vocals were cool, man. Really good album, Hate Eternal.
I like that. JD, where do you stand on those two?
My answer is easy. Doug Cerrito. Wherever Doug Cerrito goes, I go. Listen, I don't even really listen to a lot of death metal anymore. Cerrito. All right, Doug Cerrito.
I thought you were talking about Doritos. I was like, what?
Doug Cerrito. Listen, Doug Cerrito. I can't say. I have to say Cerrito. There's 2 R's. All right. Doug Cerrito. However he says his name is New York. All these New York guys. Listen, I sat in a car and partook in some extracurricular activities in the parking lot with Sterling.
There you go.
And Doug Bond, the drummer, who was on the Suffocation album. Pierce from Within, Doug Doritos. That's right, Justin. And we were talking about the guitar players, and I said, listen, Suffocation's great, because he was in Suffocation for that one album, one of the greatest albums of all death metal, one of. And I said, when Doug Cerrito left and joined Hate Eternal, I went to Hate Eternal. But then he left Hate Eternal, and I left Hate Eternal. Like, I followed Doug. His riffing is perfect. It is some of the greatest death metal riffs. To me, it's just the right amount of technicality and just the right amount of darkness in the form of fucking like harmonies and shit and creativity. So it's not just, you know what I mean? It's not exercise music. It's not fretboard Olympics. It's got some fucking cool shit. Now, overall, big picture, I'm gonna have to go again with Doug Cerrito's Suffocation, but that first Hate Eternal album it's like if what is that album? The EP, Despise the Sun. And the first Hate Eternal album, Conquering the Throne, if those 2 albums were one album, I'd fucking put that bitch on my top 5 death metal albums of all time. Great, dude. Doug Cerrito rules. So to answer your question, I would say Hate Eternal because that's where he ended. So I'd say Hate Eternal, only their first album. After that, me vale verga, dude. Those guys, they're too... I don't know. Every song sounds the same to me. It's too heavy, too brutal.
It is very fucking extreme. So what do you think, Fernie?
What Joe Dan said.
Nice choice. I like it. Okay,
7 minutes.
What do you think?
I'll go with Vital Remains.
Oh, DJ the other band.
That's not a choice.
What Alex said.
By Suffocation, I haven't heard really. I have to say I probably haven't heard Hate Eternal.
Okay.
So I'm more of a Suffocation person.
Cool, I dig it. And
nice.
I was looking at some of the comments. I thought it was interesting how Justin had responded. He goes, you know what? When it comes to Pierce from Within, that's the one album that Mike Smith didn't play on, and that happens to be his favorite. And shout out to Mike Smith. That's the one hard-hitting motherfucker right there. Drummer for Suffocation. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Mike Smith or what?
Yes, Mike Smith. Did I say a different last name?
I don't know. No. There's Mike Smith. There's Dave Colrose. There's Doug Bond. Yeah. They've had a lot of drummers. Now, I don't know who the drummer is now. It's probably some super amazing guy who just goes... I mean...
he destroys. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 2 more for you.
The double bass.
Next one, coming back to you,
I love it.
Daniel. I got 3 vocalists. Who's your favorite out of these 3 vocalists? Frank Mullen from Suffocation, Glenn Benton from DSI, or Corpse Grinder from Cannibal Corpse?
Well, I'm going to go with Frank. The other guys are cool and all, but on that one, I'll go with Frank from Suffocation all day.
Got you. All
Real
right.
quick.
JD?
I'm super fast at my answers.
I like it. What do you think,
buddy?
JD? Who's your favorite vocalist out of those 3?
I would go with Glenn Benton, the way the guys from Transmetal said it. Glenn Benton, because of the range. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to talk about him personally because he's a fucking payaso and he's probably an ex-meth head and a fucking clown and whatever. But I don't care about him. I mean, his fucking music is the shit.
That's what we're talking about, yes.
Yeah. So his vocals, dude, rule, dude. His fucking highs, his mid range, his lows. He has I mean, you know, you can always tell it's him, just like you can always tell it's Frank. And who was the third singer? Corpse Grinder, or Chris Barnes? Which one did you mention?
Corpse Grinder.
Yeah, Corpse Grinder. You know, he's an acquired taste and he's cool and all. I mean, I obviously like him better in Cannibal Corpse than when he was in Monstrosity. That album was kind of lame. Impending Doom, not too bad. Their later shit's way better. They're one of the few bands that sounded better afterwards than their first album. Most bands sound better in the beginning and later, but they're one of the few that sound better later than in the beginning, Monstrosity.
Yeah.
But from those three vocalists, I would say overall, man, Glenn Benton has a wide range. You know what I'm saying? So let's go with him.
Killer. I like that. Glenn.
He's the Deicide guy.
For itself. Fernie, who do you like out of them three?
What Joe Dan didn't say, Corpse Grinder.
This time
he's a good singer.
Yeah, but I mean, and also just as a human being, dude. Like I've seen things. This guy goes couponing and shit. He's like this big scary monster of a man.
Big old teddy bear.
This guy's gonna murder me if I look at him wrong. But he's like, no. He goes around to getting like little stuffed toys from claw machines, and he donates them to kids. You know, it's fucking cool.
Yeah, he's a cool vato.
You're absolutely right. When me and Alex played the Sound to the Underground tour here in 2006, I think 2005, 2006. Oh, wow. Cannibal Corpse was one of the bands. And us hanging out backstage. Who do you know? Yeah. Would you know it? The guy running the barbecue pit, George Corpse Grinder Fisher. So I kick back with him. We start chatting about family, our kids, and how life is back home, and how he wants to go back. And just like he's such a down-to-earth guy, you wouldn't expect him to be such an ordinary average dad.
Yeah.
But yeah, respect the neck. Respect the neck.
Yeah.
So, Alex, what do you think? Corpse Grinder, Frank Mullen, or Glenn Benton?
Well, I want to ask you something. Do you remember when Killamora was supposed to open up for Deicide and Laredo?
I remember that. Yes.
Remember how Glenn Benton got pissed off and kicked open the doors and came and approached me?
Yeah.
Everybody, it's funny because real quick story, and I'll tell you who I like. A real quick story. I got a lot of stories, dude. I'm sorry, but when me and Tony were in Killamora, somebody in Laredo, I don't know who, threw a festival that had Deicide and like, who else was playing with Deicide? It was just Deicide, the main band.
They were the main act, yeah.
And they had like
us locals.
15 local bands on there with Deicide. We were asked to play, so Killamora, we went up there. And we noticed, everybody had all their equipment inside there, and Deicide was there, and this and that. Well, we noticed that as time went on, it was like, dude, who's going to go on for when is the first band going on? Little by little, all these dudes started taking off. Like local bands started taking out their equipment and leaving.
Yeah.
And nobody talked to us. So I finally got fed up, dude, waiting there. Like, what the fuck, man? So I went and told asked the promoter, and I was like, dude, what's the deal? When are we going on, or what spot are we? He goes, I just got informed by Glenn Benton that he doesn't want any of the fucking local bands on there. They all suck. That he just wants. They
all suck.
He just wants one Deicide and one other band on there, right? So y'all aren't gonna be able to play. I said, all right, fuck it. So we started wheeling our shit down the ramp, getting ready to load up our stuff. But the night before, Deicide had played Corpus, and the guitar player that was playing in Killamora named Jeff De Leon had kind of talked to Glenn Benton's wife because she was selling merch at the time. So she was coming down the ramp when we were moving our equipment, and Jeff, she like looks at Jeff. She goes, "Hey, where y'all going?" And Jeff was like, "Well, Glenn." The promoter said Glenn Benton didn't want us to play on there, that, we can't play. And she's like, what? And I said, yeah, so we kept on moving our shit. She went up there. Funny thing is, I'm coming down with my amp down the ramp, and all of a sudden there's people in the parking lot all, listening to music, waiting for the show. It's like those gym doors that are real loud. You hear, bam, opened up, and everybody gets quiet in the parking lot. I turn around, and Glenn Benton comes walking up to me.
Yeah.
Who said that? Who said I could? I told y'all that y'all couldn't play it. I was like, the promoter. And he's all like, I didn't say fucking damn thing. I said, that's what the promoter said. I'm just saying, and everybody's like, ooh, Glenn Benton's going to beat this dude up, man. It's like, everybody's waiting, waiting for a fight. And I was just like, I mean, there's no sweat. You don't want us to play. You don't want us to play. And he's all like, I didn't say that, man. That motherfucker's a shyster and blah, 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 this and that. And he kind of calmed down. And he said, you know what, let's smoke some, let's do a powwow out there and y'all hang out and we'll party out afterwards. He shook my hand and told everybody in the band, it's cool. We told him, yeah, it's cool. We're just going to put our shit up and we'll go in there and hang out. All right. So we all gathered around our U-Haul. We're like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I don't want to hang out. Let's just go home, dude. Fuck this. I don't give a fuck about DSI. So we told him we were going to hang out, right? So we get in the U-Haul and we put all our shit in. We drive out. We start driving out. He comes looking out. He's like, hey, where y'all going? We just keep driving. Fuck it. Ooh. So we take off. But the next day, dude, I wake up and I look at my phone and there's like fucking, dude, literally like 30 fucking missed calls. I'm all like, what the fuck happened? Somebody called and I answered the phone. Hello. He goes, hey, dude, you guys all right? And I go, what do you mean? He said, there was a big ass riot in Laredo and they arrested that dude, Ralph, who was the guitar, Ralph Cirillo or whatever the guitar player's name was.
Oh, yeah.
He ended up getting arrested that night because he threw a beer bottle at a cop because Glenn Bennett started a riot in Laredo saying like, hey, fuck this promoter, fuck this place up. So everybody started going crazy, dude. But well, of course we had left, so we weren't part of that. But that's my quick Glenn Bennett story. So since he was going to beat me up, I'll go with Glenn Bennett.
All right.
Glenn Bennett.
Thanks for the story, brother. Hell yes.
I forgot about that. I was like, oh shit, I remember when he got all pissed off.
Oh,
Right? Fuck yeah. Okay, I got one more for you, then we're going to call it a night.
Yeah, because Dan's got to bounce already.
I got to take off already, yeah, for sure.
Hey, I tell you what, don't even worry about this last one.
No, go. We can finish it up. It's all good.
You sure?
You're good.
Just make sure Alex doesn't talk anymore.
Yeah, Alex last.
You're good.
Let's go through it real quick. Last one, Celtic Frost versus Voivod.
Bro.
What album or just the band?
Just the
You have to
band.
hit Joe Dan hard all the
You
time.
got eras. You got Thrash Kings going on right there. What's your flavor? Do you like the devilish part, or you like the thrashy alien shit, or war kind of stuff like Gorgo the Exterminator and shit?
I'll answer that quick. I'll say
I'm
Voivod.
gonna go with Frost, man. I'm gonna go with that.
See,
Yeah.
I had a feeling we had some evil thoughts in some of you guys' mind where it was like,
because of what
Voivod's
Hexea
badass,
plays
but I
and
like the devil
what we
shit.
do.
Yeah, his drumming and stuff, it's more along the line with the Celtic Frost,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right. Celtic Frost it is.
Yeah.
JD, what do you think?
I mean, Voivod, bro. I mean, I'm a
Gotcha.
Voivod I'm an Iron Ganger, but I'll tell you this though. I mean, Celtic Frost is like one of the most important bands. They're in my top 5. Them, Bathory,
Yes.
and the list is very short, but they're up there, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have
Much
to
love.
just to be solid. I'll say Voivod for sure.
Killer. Fernie, where you
Yeah,
at?
Voivod. I'm with Voivod.
Voivod. And then I know Alex already chimed in Voivod as well.
Yeah, Voivod.
We
Yeah,
got
Warren
some
Payne.
real classic Voivod
Warren
lovers in this
Payne.
band.
Warren Payne, Roar. I mean, those are fucking classic albums.
Yeah.
Not that Celtic. I mean, I really like them both, but I lean more towards Voivod.
Look what El Necron said, dude. Carl's got a good point, man. Voivod never cheesed out. Well, they did cheese out. I have to
Angel
admit,
Rat.
I'm not gonna lie. The Angel Rat.
The Angel Rat.
Was kind of cheesy. Clouds, full of clouds in my house. I have to admit, everybody went to some cheese, but
you know what? They didn't put
came
on
back.
lipstick. They didn't put on lipstick and do Cherry Orchard
they never
Yeah,
put on
they-
lipstick. They never
lipstick
did their cherry
or-
orchards.
or pick their hair up this big and try to be like Dangerous Toys or something like that.
That's right. So,
That's true.
ain't
That's
no
true.
cold lake. Right on the
Yeah.
money,
All
though.
right. Hell
All
yeah.
right.
Okay, guys, we're gonna wind things up today. Real quick, Al, where can anybody watching the show get some new Anialator merch? I know we got shirts, we got hoodies, we got CDs. How can they get their hands on it?
I mean, just go to the Annihilator Facebook page, Annihilator TX. Go to the Facebook page and just ask him what y'all want. If y'all want T-shirts, just ask for T-shirts or CDs or whatever at our shows. Now, like I said, the skateboards, we're not dealing with the skateboards through the mail because that's just a pain in the ass with you taking them and weighing them and wrapping them, make sure nothing happens. And it just turns out to be too expensive on my part, as a band. Now, Psyops, they take care of the mailing stuff. So I would go to Psyops.
Cool. They're in the chat. Psyop
Yeah.
Skateboards. They're in the chat. If you see the
yeah, go to them and they'll get. You can get all the. You can order the skateboard through them. Us, like you can order T-shirts. You can order CDs.
Those banners. I'm working on the banners. But for sure, when the new album comes out, we're gonna have the new cover art.
There's even talk right now. I mean, it's not certain, but there might even be an Annihilator beer. I don't know. I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much, but I guess. I mean, anyway. But they can go to the website. You can go to the Annihilator website or pick it up at our shows. We still have the first. We still have the Extreme. Mission of Death CD that has all our demos on it and all both albums on there. We still have that one.
Was it Nuclear War Now out of Austin? They have the original Wild Rags white vinyls. He bought them all, the leftover stock from the Wild Rags guy. I know he has them. The original prints. So
I've been in the shop, so he does have that. He has some picture disc, I think, and he has some colored vinyl. If you want to hear about Nuclear War Now out of Austin. Basically our shows and that that's it. I mean, we don't have them in like certain stores, or we don't have anything like that right now, so that's cool. That's where you can get it. Yeah,
so come see us personally next Friday in San Antonio at the Paper Tiger and get your hands on some Annihilator gear. Come talk to us. We'll take pictures with you, man. We want to talk to you.
$5 a picture. $5.
If you live in Corpus, talk to Tony. Tony can collect the money, and I can mail the stuff for you. If you're in the Valley, you see JD or Dan, ask JD or Dan, hey, here's some money. I can give them the money, and then I can mail them the shirt or get the, something like that. If, somebody really wants, a shirt or CD.
Yes, exactly. You guys, please catch us next Friday. This is our last show coming up for this year, and then we're going to have some things coming up next year that I know we're really going to be excited about. And please catch us next Friday. Go make the trip to San Antonio. You're not going to be disappointed. It's got a full weekend of fucking kick-ass metal. You got to join us at the Paper Tiger Friday. There's the lineup right there, day 1 and day 2.
10 o'clock. We'll be there at 10.
Please come out there and join us. We're coming on right before Dismember on Friday night. It's always just a quick trip to San Antonio and find a place to stay overnight, have a good time, stay for Saturday night, come back Sunday, back to Corpus, back to the Valley, back to Houston, Austin, wherever you're from. But don't miss the show.
Hey, a quick shout out to John Langston, who put Annihilator on the bill. Oh, yeah. Thank him. Shout out to him for putting us on the list. Yeah.
Very cool.
The NYDM International Annual Festival.
And what's his production company called?
Inexorable Horde, I believe.
Yeah, there you go. He said what JD said.
I want to thank each and every one of our viewers tonight. I've got more viewers tonight than I've had on any of my shows. So thank you guys in Annihilator.
Thank you to Joabba. I can see all the Joabba crew. Woo!
Fuck yeah.
Shoot, we got nearly 30 people in the room right now.
Nice.
And wow. That's fucking awesome. So let's give these people a shout out, because I know you probably know some of these folks because they're friends of yours like they are mine. We got Roman S in the house. We got James G. Warrior. We got Fuel Man 800. We've got Mike Violate. We have got No Baloney.
Angeloni.
Yes, the skateboarder.
Fucking rules. All the way from the coast.
Thank you, Justin Wild. Let's see who else we got in here. We got more friends. The Guillen. We got El Necron. Let's see.
There's Joabba, Picha Francisco.
Hell yeah.
Joabba.
Jamming out all badass is what it stands for.
Yes, we're all in there, brother. And I think I might have got everybody in there.
There's a Tommy. Tommy was chilling with us.
Hey, Tommy. Hell yeah. Yo. Hell yeah. Just started watching. Tommy, thanks for tuning in. You guys, thank you so much for watching the show tonight. Please subscribe to the show so that way you can catch us next time we come and with Annihilator on the Tony Gomez show. But especially, like I said, come grab some merchandise this Friday over at the show. And if not, hit me up. I can get some Annihilator merchandise in your hand. And
hey, Tony, you still do that? You still do that House of Rock swap meet thing?
Yes, guys. I'm at the House of Rock second Saturday of every month from 11 to about 3 or 4 o'clock at the Rock and Roll Flea Market, and it's at the House of Rock downtown. It's free. come in there, check out my shirts. I'll have some Annihilator stuff. I'll hook up with Alex and I'll get like a few shirts and some sizes and some CDs. Check
Maybe
it out.
you could take some skateboards down there, you know.
Yeah. Perfect. Great idea. Great idea. We want to make sure we're getting all this great gear into our fans' hands. We've been busting our ass putting together the new album, which is called Death is Calling. It's going to be an ass kicker. I'm so proud of it. And I can't wait to get it into your hands. As soon as we can, we're going to try and put a little teaser single out so that way you can hear what the album came out like. And
it's also going to be released on vinyl, CD, and then of course on all the streaming sites, platforms, and stuff like that. And it's Extreme Music with an X. You know, it's XTREEM, Extreme Music, and they're from Spain. So, but you know, like I said, it's going to come out in all kinds of different formats.
That's cool. Extreme Music. Thank you so much for the love for the Annihilator. We're so happy to have you supporting us. And guys, if make sure you're hitting up the Annihilator YouTube, subscribe to that channel, give us a like on our Facebook. We want to give you a shout out on our Friday Vigilante shout outs. So make sure you're giving us a like. And once again, I want to thank Joe Daniel, JD,